Hello! Thank you for tuning in to the Pick-a-Read for this week. My name is James, of course. This week I am doing the question, does love have a surprise for you? And it's popping into my head, so I'm going with it. I'm going to use the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West, the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland, and the Romance Angel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. In case you're not familiar with this deck here, there are definitely challenging cards in there. So I don't know why I feel the need to make sure people know that sometimes, but I think people expect them to all be good, happy cards. And they're not bad cards, I wouldn't say, but there's definitely cards denoting challenge in there, just so you know. All right, so we're going to do five piles. Let me see if I can keep these in camera. So we'll do these. These will be the 5 piles. We're going to do the Bonefire Tarot. And I did already shuffle these. Just figure that's one less thing I have to drag out on you. Okay, and the last one. Good. Alright, let me just, I got a couple more things. I'm going to put the stones on them in a second here. Just got to straighten up this area before I make a mess of myself. I also got these channeled messages. I've tried to do them as evenly as possible so I wouldn't know what they had. I'm going to do 2 amethysts this time. This one is this old one here, which I should have dusted before I got it on here. That's like an oval. That's not really an oval. It's more like an egg, I suppose. Egg-shaped amethyst, and this is the Amethyst Cluster. This is rose quartz. No, that is clear quartz. Clearly. This is the rose quartz. It's shaped like a heart. And this fell out of my brain. But it's got like that mossy green color. Thank you for the people who are eventually going to put into the comments what it is. And I'll forget again, but I'll try to update the name of the stone in the description, hopefully. Otherwise, it's the green stone for now. All right, so I think I'm gonna go this. So we'll do the Amethyst Cluster first. We'll do the clear quartz second, the egg amethyst third, the rose quartz fourth, and then the green one we'll save for last, which there seems to be a lot of cards there. Alright, so here's the one we're doing now, the Amethyst Cluster, in case I want to get a picture of that at some point. Okay. Alright, what do we got? What do we have here for you? I think we got to mix these up a little bit more, which I might end up turning some of these upside down. Can we see all these on camera? Good. So we're going to be going this way, I think. This is how I read usually, but nope, this is how it's going. It flows this way because we're reading through the viewfinder this way. I hope that makes sense. I'm already like ambivalent about this one. I'm kind of nervous about this one, and I don't know why, but we'll find out in a second. Alright, passion. There's passion here. Releasing yourself from whatever. Let me just flip them all over. There's something here. No, that's not that bad. Something here I'm not feeling good about. And let's start with this. Do I want this? Do I want this? There's definitely passion here. Does love have a surprise for you? Now, whether you're single or not, if this is something that called to you, if that stone called to you and you popped in here, there's the person you're connecting with. For some of you, I feel like you're in a relationship of some sorts, and this is somebody else showing you some interest. For others of you, this is somebody you're used to. I feel for a lot of you, though, this is somebody new. Even if you're with somebody new is showing you some type of interest. And they're posing this question, do I want this? The passion between you and this person, it's there, but I don't feel like you're letting yourself connect to it. When I'm getting this Ten of Swords reversed, I'm feeling you're not letting yourself go there because you're like, no, I can't. For whatever reason, you're like, I can't do that right now. I'm too busy. There's consequences, whatever it is. Because I feel you, I don't want to say blocking it. I just feel like you're kind of like, no, I can't. I just can't. The other side, the other person, they seem to be coming towards you. I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like it's almost like autopilot. Their emotions are flowing towards you. They want to be closer to you. They want to talk to you. I'm getting this very much I want to talk feel on this side. Now, if you're single, this doesn't have to be inappropriate. And this actually, even if you're with somebody, this could be that other party. But what I'm getting here is you don't want to talk. So no matter how it's hitting for you, being single, being with someone, this person is coming toward you, you don't want to talk to them, but they want to talk to you. And there is some magnetism there. I'm still getting I still feel like if you're with somebody, this is like a third party thing. I'm trying to walk away from it, but they're like, no, that's what this is. If you're single, this is somebody you're thinking is either inappropriate or you don't want to get involved with this. Doesn't matter that you have the passion there, because I feel like you're like, nope, not giving myself the chance to think about it, not giving myself the moment to trip over it. Now, the Seven of Wands here. Now, in this card, let me look at this here. I don't see, this is more dipping down on your side, but I feel it's also on this other person's side. You don't want to talk. You don't. For whatever reason, you've decided you don't want to talk. You don't want to figure out these feelings. You're like, well, all right, that's them. They have feelings. I'm not willing to even get into that boat. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I feel like you're having to block them, or you're having to walk away from them, or you're having to shut down conversations. Even if you have to talk to this person in a work-related situation, business only, done, out, and then you leave. I don't feel like you're allowing it to go anywhere else. The other side I'm noticing here, they got Just Breathe next. They really have a strong attraction to you, and they really I feel like in their mind, all they want to do is talk. They just want to talk it out. You're like, no. I don't want to get into those feelings. I don't want to do this. I feel like if this is really hitting with you and you chose this person is coming into your life and you're fighting it. This might be why love has a surprise for you, because you're trying to negate it out. For whatever reason, and I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying love is trying to pull something new in for you. A lot of times people, especially if you're in a relationship and you pulled this, you're trying to manifest what you want. It could be more love, more passion, something like that. Something that doesn't actually match your partner. So something else external is coming in, if that makes sense. Because the person you're with just doesn't make the grade for what you want. So something else is coming to replace that. Be aware of that. Because this is definitely coming towards you. This is like a very passionate affair that could come in. It's up to you to identify it for what it truly is. Because for some of you, this is the beginning of a new shift, a new phase in life. And you're walking away from it and you're trying to negate it out. But I feel like they're saying, just look closely at what you're negating out. Nobody says you have to do anything underhanded, of course. But maybe this is time to work on the current relationship. If you're with somebody, try to fix something that's not working right. Or if there's a reason you're walking away from this person, they're saying, why are you walking away from this person? If you're single, why is this inappropriate? What is it that's holding you from this type of happiness? Because this person just wants to talk. They just want to talk with you and you're blocking them is what I'm getting. Very soon, I feel like you're going to come to a moment where it's going to go left or right. This moment, you could take farther. You could. But when I'm getting these two cards together very soon in finances and career, I know it's like clearly a money card, but I'm more thinking, I'm seeing like an abacus. I'm seeing something getting balanced out. And they're saying it's either you're going to cash in on this situation and do something with it, or you're going to balance it, aka negate it out, just nullify it. I think I want to say nullify it and move on from it. This moment won't last that long. Once it's passed on, this person will leave. They'll leave you alone. They'll walk away from the thought. It's a short window, is what I'm getting. But if you want this, talk to this person. If you're going at this in the sense of like now is just not the right time, realize that when you are ready for the right time, this person may have already moved on. I'm getting, for a lot of you, just talking to this person will solve this issue. If you truly have decided you definitely don't want to do this, all you have to do is ignore it. It will negate out. It's up to you, but I feel like most of you have pulled this towards you anyway, so maybe this is something you want more than don't. All right, I think we're good for that one. All right, so let's go on to the next pile of cards. Actually, I'm going to put that up here. Put those cards there. Okay, I want to say I said I was going to do the clear crystal. Oops, there we go. So there's that. See how this goes. Okay, are these all in frame, hopefully? Alright, what do we got here? Oh no, nurture upside down. Canon, I have a redo. I'll go this way. Aha! Doesn't matter, you know. They're going to give their message either way. Reconciliation. That seems to fit. The nurture card upside down for you. I feel like you're very down on yourself if you chose this one. And that might be like, and I understand this goes two ways, like if you're with somebody or you're not. If you're with somebody, it's kind of like you're feeling like the passion isn't there is what I'm getting here. Or the passion isn't what you want, or you're feeling the other person is let down, something along those lines. If you're single, you might be like, you know what, hit roadblock after roadblock, stumble after fall, and all this other good stuff. Maybe love just isn't for me. I'm getting that in this one. Either way, they're saying you need to turn this energy around, which is a challenge. Because I feel like you're looking at the past like, you know, you've made big mistakes that might have dire consequences, or the past is defining your future in the sense of like, love has never worked out for me before, why would it work out now? Something along those lines. Because I know I'm trying to jump back and forth because I know there's going to be single people, there's going to be people in relationships watching this. Either way, you're down on yourself, like this isn't working out. I would like to erase the past, or at least have a better past to determine a better future. Can I have a redo? Especially like redo, reconciliations. This is definitely looking for a repeat situation. So clearly if you're in a relationship, there's something you want to pull back in. And I'm already getting that it doesn't mean that you want to revitalize with something that's already with your partner. Maybe there's somebody else that you're looking back at and you're thinking, I had something better at a past time. You're going to have to look at that a little closer yourself. Definitely, because this is a general read, I can see how that could go either way. I'm getting, if this reading is hitting with you, you already know what way that's hitting. So I'm not going to beat that to death. Now, this moment, can I have a redo? As we come in, I feel like this is more your energy, but with these, it can be either side. So just, this is one person, this is the other person. You have to decide what one is closer to how you're feeling. Somebody's working on this. Somebody's trying to make this go better, but they're having a very passive, follow the leader. One person says what they want. This person is the person who follows up or makes things happen or just does what they believe has already been determined. It's almost like directions have already been supplied. Simply following the directions is kind of what I'm feeling here. And I feel like it's a little bit bitter. Not bitter, but it's a little bit like, I don't know, I don't feel like it's the easiest feeling here because I feel like the reason this person, whoever you may be, if you're this person or that person, whoever's on this side, feels like the only way to really handle this in a stable fashion, in a way that could actually heal the situation or bring it to a place that is desired, is to just go by what's already been done. Which is also creating the situation in the center with the Knight of Pentacles. It's reinforcing the same that has been going on is continue to go on. Now the person on the other side here, I'm getting this attraction, and I'm noticing it's touching the reconciliation. Now, if you're connecting with this page of cups, the other person is trying to revitalize, reignite some passion here that they feel might be missing. If you're on the other side, this is making me feel like this could go a different way, but I'm feeling like this is somebody, whoever's on this side wants to bring passion back into this situation. Feels like something is lacking, feels like something isn't really going well. The person on this side wants to reignite. The person on this side feels like that's not normal for this plan and doesn't seem to catch on to it. Good news is, if you're this one, if you're on this side, catch on to it. Catch on. Let this person change things up. Let them show you how much they love you and absorb it and encourage it and create a new pattern. Follow the new pattern with the new passion. If this is you, follow this new passion, because the other person is bringing it towards you. Can easily be negated out is what I'm worried about. Keep it going. This is why, again, does love have a surprise for you? The surprise is the passion is still there. Your part to make this happen, though, is grab onto it. Grab onto it. Make it happen. Emphasize it. Make it stronger. Definitely make that stronger. I feel like this is definitely what you want. I feel like that if this is something that's hitting with you, there's something lacking in this situation. Now, I realize I've just gone through this as if, you're in a relationship. If you're a person who's watching this and you're like, well, I'm single. This is somebody from your past coming in, wanting another shot, wanting to trying to spice things up. I would at least give this person the benefit of the doubt and just give it a shot. I do feel for some of you like there's a reason this has gone to the wayside. I feel like you need to really directly look at why. Is it something like, were there lies, were there deceit? What happened in the past that wanted you to walk away from this? Was it just a difference of opinion? Were you at different points in your life? You have to decide whether this is acceptable, because this person has refined themselves some, but I'm a person that believes liars and cheaters are usually that's a tall order to fill for a change. I'm just saying. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I am going to say it's a tall order to fill for somebody to change that. So if this person was a liar, manipulator in the past, you might want to look at that a little closer. If this person just kind of they went their own way, or you seem to be in different places in life, and you're like, well, we just didn't communicate that well, but maybe we could do better, maybe you want to give this a shot. Because I'm getting when you come towards this person comes toward, if you're this one, then this side comes towards this side, let's do that. I do get that there's a period of, I want to say, a respite or something, in the sense of where they're left out in the cold, wondering if this was a good move, wondering if the other side is going to respond. You'll notice there's nothing here. There's no card here, because it's up to you. Your job here is to let this person know, yay or nay. And if you say nay, I don't feel like you're going to get a challenge with it. I feel like they're going to easily move on. If you say yay, then we'll see where it goes, and then you can see if this is worth your time. This is, again, love having a surprise for you. This is the surprise, this person coming back for you. And especially when I'm seeing this, can I have a redo? Maybe this is what you want, or maybe this is just what they want. Somebody definitely wants a redo here. So maybe this is your shot at a redo. Maybe this is your shot to see if things can go better. All right, I think we're good with that. All right, let's go into the next one. Put that up there. And we will do the egg-shaped amethyst. I'm curious how this shows up on camera, because I know it looks different in my viewfinder than it does for you guys. So hopefully it looks purple and not black, but either way, it's still good. Those are they want to stick right together right there, so put them there. I think we want to keep these here. Are these all in camera? They are. Alright, let's go this way. I tried to read them right side up, but sometimes they flip, and if they flip, then they flip. Okay, these two definitely very strongly want to stay together. So, love having a surprise for you coming in with this. Seven of Wands. For this card, I very much feel someone is defending how they feel. If you're on this side, you're defending your stance. One of you wants to call it quits. If not both of you. Now this is interesting. When it says love has a surprise for you, if you're single and there's nobody in your life right now, but this reading is calling to you for whatever reason, I feel like somebody else wants to come near you, but you might have an error of disinterest around you. You might be a little hard to approach. So I know, just so we can read this on both sides, single and for people in relationships. If you're single, you might just be blocking things from coming towards you. That's what I'm giving with the Seven of Wands, if you connect with this side. Or the person you're interested in is doing that. If you're in a relationship, you're holding your ground. You're saying, this is how I feel and I don't want to move. So that's the two different ways you can do that. Let your friends help you. Now, I get confusion on this side. Definite confusion. Let's go the single route first. If this is the single side, if this is the single route and you're on this side, you might have to find somebody else in common that you know with this person. Or, for example, if it's a work situation or something like that, you might have to find somebody else to be like the buffer to create a situation where you can have a conversation with this person and it's not intense. It's just about having a conversation, a comfortable conversation, where they can just get a taste of the flavor of you, if that doesn't sound hokey enough. Like, where they can just have a comfortable space where they don't feel like it's a one-on-one situation where they have to decide, are they interested, are they not interested. Where there's another person, if not more, having a conversation in the same group, and there's no pressure to see, like, do I want this to go anywhere, do I not want this to go anywhere. It's just about them getting to know how you are, how your flavor is. Your flavoring, let's just put it that way. I think that's a good way to put it. So if you're on this side, you're going to want to somehow get closer to this person through like a group or through friends, whatever you got going on there, just so they can experience you a little bit. Now, if you're already with someone and you're on this and you're feeling this, and the other side, other people or the other person you're dealing with is just like, nope, not moving, not budging, you're going to need some help. You're going to have to find other ways to soften this person up so they at least hear you. I'm not going to guarantee they're going to agree with you, but they at least so they can hear you. Because can we call it quits is in the center here, and I feel like this is a problem. If you're in a relationship especially, this could be it might be a pothole now, but it could be a sinkhole later, is all I'm saying. So this is a situation, this behavior, the way this is coming together is not healthy for this relationship. This needs to be worked out. If you have to go through friends or a mediator in some respect to get things talking, that's fine, but you're going to have to look at this in another light and how do we fix this so going forward we don't keep hitting these potholes, because sooner or later it will be a sinkhole. The single situation, of course, can we call it quits? I feel like if you're on this side, you might want to just give up because this person seems so kind of blocked or defensive. If you're on this side, you might not even be open to really trying unless somebody really, really, really catches your interest, which is a really hard mountain to cross. I'm just saying. So you might want to be aware of that too in that respect. Now, however this is happening at this point, we're coming forward to the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins says that there will be a negotiation. There will be balancing it out. There will be talking it out. There will be more of a grounded aspect to it, though. For example, if the person on this side, whoever that may be, may have very high standards. Person on this side may feel like, this is too much of a challenge to even try. If it's that hard to get close to this person, maybe this is too much of a mountain to cross. The thing is, when you get this far, whatever side you're on, I feel like the interest is there. It's just this side might be a little bit too critical on my bucket list of demands. I would like to say, like, I want this person to have a good sense of humor, a good paying job or financial outlook. I want them to be this, and that. I want them to be fit as a fiddle and able to fly on their own propeller, blah, 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 blah. I feel like this is very strict. This feels very demanding. So if you connect to that side, I'm sorry, but that's the energy I'm getting to. If you connect on this side, I feel like this is really like, I just feel like the problem is it's just seeming like it's so strict right now. It's so demanding right now. Is there really anywhere to go? The thing is, there is attraction here between the two. I feel like at some point, in some way, something will be talked out here. This can become more. I feel like this is one of those situations where right now is possible, but this might have to come back in a few years when this situation is more conducive. But they're saying, if that's the case, being if love has a surprise for you, and that whole thought, be careful not to create roadblocks for yourself. Try to get along with this person, whichever side you're on. Try to just get along with them. Even if you decide the other person can't seem to move forward, however that works, just realize this may come back in a few years' time. And doing yourself the favor and not creating roadblocks may serve you in the long run. Because I'm getting whoever's on this side is really feeling like they can't get forward. They can't move forward. And I feel like this one, this is not going to be a popular one, I can already tell, in the sense of like people aren't going to like hearing this. If this one called to you, I feel like you've connected to the person that you're going to be with for the majority of your life, but they're just having this moment where they're not connecting with you, or vice versa, or you're this person right now, and you're just not ready to do it right yet. So this might be just a heads up that this isn't the right one. It's just, for whatever reason, it's not going to connect right now. And the person on this side, due to control issues, is going to walk away. They also feel like that's the right thing for them. So if you're on this side, you're moving on because you feel like it's the right thing to do. I'm saying just don't burn bridges. Just don't make hurdles for yourself you don't need to. If that's your path and that's how you feel right now, you need to do what's right for you. I'm getting this will come back around later. If you're on this side and this person's walking away from you and they just feel like you're not what they're looking for right now, again, try not to be overly offended. This person is going through their own thing. They're going to have to evolve, but it will come back in a few years' time is what I'm getting. I feel like the people that this is really going to hit for, you're having those heart crush feelings, or what do you want to call them? Crushing feelings. You're that, I don't want to say puppy love, but you're having intense love feelings. Let's just go that way. And you're confused why the other person is being the way they are, or why they're not feeling it too. They're just not ready to. And the only thing you can do right now is just be careful not to set up roadblocks for yourself. I feel like this is a rough one, I have to say. If I chose this one, I don't know if I'd be over the moon about how that turned out, but at least it's not that bad. I think the surprise is coming later, like years down the road, I have a feeling. All right, let's go to the next pile. The rose quartz, which it looks kind of white on camera from where I'm seeing. I don't know how that looks for you guys. Hopefully it looks more pink. In person it looks more pink. All right, so we're going to do that. The rose quartz. Oh, I can't read my writing upside down. Hold on. I thought we were done. Wow, what was I thinking when I wrote these down? I thought we were done with this. This seems like it's more like in here, like in the ending part. I thought we were done with this. Let's see where we're going. We got two cards there. I'm noticing one is the tower. Take the lead, or is it lead? Lead. Is that lead or take the lead? Lead. Heart chakra. Knight of Wands. Now, does love have a surprise for you? Does love have a surprise for you? Four of Cups the Tower card. This makes me feel like somebody on this, whoever, like I feel like this is two people again. This side, not completely happy with what's going on, but it's about to get a shakeup. I feel like being dissatisfied with what they have is creating the Tower moment, or is that the Moon? It's the Moon. Yeah, I'm still getting a shakeup feel here. I know it's the Moon, but I'm still feeling the Tower kind of a little bit. So let's keep going, because I'm especially with the lead in the heart chakra, because it's almost like somebody's not happy here. The Moon is saying it's out of focus, but I'm still feeling like there's a shakeup. Shakeup does seem to fit here, because there's a shakeup coming. This person is going to take the lead and follow their heart, and they're going to go forward. They're going to go forward. They're trying to find something else, is what I feel like. Something else to ignite their passion, which doesn't have to be a person. But I'm feeling this, whoever connects on this side is going, it feels like they're going away from this side. And I'm getting what the connection here is. Whoever's on this side is expressing their love. This side doesn't seem to be completely interested. I'm getting they do come back towards, but it's temporary. Because you're noticing this break here, right here. I'm feeling that break. This side expresses their love. The other side doesn't seem to really want it, tries to go with it, takes the lead, and the heart chakra is coming up towards this side, and I do see justice here. So I feel like love that's expressed is returned. Not right away, but it's almost like a good moment in one day, for example, if it's in the beginning of the week, is returned at the end of the week. It's more like that. But I'm seeing how this love goes out, it comes back, justice is served. The person on this side wants more. Codependency here is telling me they're not feeling satisfied. But the person on that side is going on their own. On this side, this person doesn't seem to be... And I know this goes two different ways, single and in relationships, and I get that. But what I really feel like this person on this side is not finding everything they want here. Yet they try to sustain the situation. It seems more of a challenge to me for this person over here to sustain it. The fact that, see, and when I get this, I thought we were done with this. This is not the first, whoever's on this side, whether it be you or the other person, this has happened to them before. In some respect. Whoever's on this side. And I feel like this is saying something isn't right here. Something is out of balance. This person is not fully into this. I'm noticing the heart chakra, it's not like they don't care, but the passion is not there. They don't want as much of a connection as this side does. And I'm just trying to be sure, like, I feel this is going away. I feel like this is going off somewhere else. I feel like this Knight of Wands is like saying, I got other things to do. Especially with this Four of Cups and the Moon. Like, I feel like this is a shakeup. Again, I'm feeling a shakeup. Like, because whoever's on this side, and if you're on this side, I feel like maybe this is you getting clarity about how you really feel about this situation. If you're single, someone coming towards you, you're reciprocating the sentiment, but you're definitely going to move on because this is not for you. If you're with somebody and you're on this side over here, I feel like you feel locked in this relationship. And you're like, you know what, let me just maintain the situation. I don't want it to fall apart. And you make that effort back. But then you distract yourself with other things. This might be a wake-up call asking you, you know, especially if you're feeling, I thought we were done with this. like, do you want something different? Is this not working for you anymore? If you're on this side. Now, if you're on this side, granted, if you're single and you're going towards someone, if you're single and you're going towards someone, be aware of how this person's responding, because I feel like they're being respectful. They are responding. They are reciprocating, but they're not really won over by the situation. If you're noticing this lag time, Justice is saying, be aware. If this person was if this person felt as strongly as you do, there wouldn't be a lag. And when you end up in this spot of codependency where you want more, maybe that's your clue that this is not for you. Because the other person's going off a different direction. And if it's a relationship situation, it's pretty much the same thing. The codependency is like highlighting what is this relationship really made of, if that's the situation. Is there more? If this is a relationship you're in and you're feeling still lacking at the end here, at the very least this is going to take some bigger work than what you've been doing, than what the other person's doing. Maybe you're going to need to have a sit down to really hash out each other's feelings and what you really want. I would also recommend like a relationship counselor of some sort. They can sometimes help you reignite something that you may feel as lost, or the other person may feel as lost. So you might want to try that out. Just be aware of this. This is saying there's a problem here. Codependency, that's not a good thing. That's saying there's a problem here. So when you get to this part, whatever side you're on, when this card shows up, it's saying there's a problem. If you're on this side for any reason, for whatever reason, single or in a relationship, I feel like you have to maybe make it clear how you really feel. Really, maybe it's warranted that you talk with this person and let them know, especially if you're single or they're just showing you interest as a single person. I like you as a person, but I don't want to date. And that might upset some people, but you know what? At least you're putting it to rest. You're letting it go. You're helping them let it go. If they can't let it go after that, that's a whole other story, but at least you've done the best you can to help them move on, and you've made it clear, I'm not interested in continuing forward. If this is a relationship and you end up over here, I would say maybe you need to decide if this is a relationship you really want, and if you aren't really sure and you're on the fence, I would recommend some type of relationship counselor to help you see if you can rekindle what maybe is not satisfying you at the moment. Because the other person, this side is definitely interested. This side doesn't seem as interested at all. Hey, I don't think that's bad, but I feel like also this is a pattern. One way or another, this is a pattern. I thought we were done with this. So I feel like if it's the same person you're repeating this pattern with, and you've already done this counseling thing, I don't know. Do you want to go another time around the merry-go-round, or do you need a different merry-go-round? I don't know. You're going to have to decide for yourself. If this is a single thing, I feel like this is going on forever. If this is a single situation, whatever side you're on, are people coming toward you? Are you constantly attracting people you don't really want? And why is that? What type of people are you around? What type of people are coming toward you? And what do they have in common where they keep coming toward you, but these are people you don't want? Are they from the same group of friends? Are they from the same work environment? Like, how are these people finding you, and how come you're not interested? Likewise, on this side, if you're going towards people and you're just getting let down after let down after let down, you need to slow down and try to understand, like, what are you attracting and why? Are you attracted to people who really don't want you? Is that more of the draw? If somebody says no, do you want them more? Because some of us are like that. And if that's the case, you can get through that. You just got to identify it so you can start working on it, so you stop going towards people who are just going to say no right off the bat. Or, eventually. All right, I think we're good here. All right, let's pick this one up. And the last one. The green stone, which I think is a pretty cool stone, I have to admit. I think it's a pretty awesome stone. All right, what do we have here? I want to turn these around a little bit here. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun one. My question is, what does fun mean? Are we all on? Let's see if we can keep them at least in. This is the highest card. And Nope, we're starting right here. Okay. It does say, where is their intention? Where is their intention? So, before we get too far, I'm already getting it's like both sides are questioning what the other side wants. I'm going to flip them all. I'm just going to do it. There's conflict there. Is that the Eight of Wands? It is. Oh, these are... I don't know about these two energies. This is... I don't know about these two energies connecting. All this, like this all seems to be locked in at the end. This might be the resolution here, but let's see. This side is my side of question. So you have two sides here. This person, one person, another person. Whichever side you connect with. This side is not happy. They're questioning the other person's motives. So if this is a single person, it's whether you... Oh my gosh, it's hard to do both sides. But for single, I'm getting... Whoever's on this side, they're being approached, and they're not convinced that they're being approached in a way that works for them. They're on defense. They maybe even be argumentative. If you're going to go the relationship situation, still on defense. Still on defense. Not liking a situation and not understanding why somebody's coming towards them. Likewise, this side, you got the soulmate feel here. Whoever identifies with this side is like feeling like this is the situation, this is what I want, this is perfect, this person is excellent for me, I could be excellent for them. But you don't understand what their intentions are. I feel like if you're on this side, whoever's connecting with this side, they're saying, look at this question closer, which I don't know if you can read it in there, which is, where is their intention? Where is their intention? Because if you're on this side, you might not realize that they're not just grumpy, they're just confused about what you're doing and they don't trust it. For whatever reason, which doesn't have to have anything to do with you personally, it just could be how they live life. You need to be aware at least that they're not jiving with what you're doing. It just doesn't work for them. So there needs to be some explanation here. I'm getting detachment in past life relationship. A lot of times for me, this card talks about baggage. Emotional baggage, relationship baggage. Could be family baggage, quite frankly. Especially if somebody has a certain type of family where they don't express certain things the way you're expressing them. It's just contrary to what they're used to. That could be baggage like that. Could be things where people in their own family or whatever family uses love as a manipulation tool. That could be baggage there too, just to say. It doesn't have to be a romantic baggage. It could be emotional family baggage, like love using against people or as a leverage tool. Things like that, which isn't really love, but you know. I'm getting this connected to the soulmate card. Emotional baggage. I'm getting the detach. You need to see whoever's on this side. Now, if this is coming towards you, this person has baggage that they're pushing forward towards you that you don't like, and I feel like they're detached from what they're doing. How's that? So if they're saying things to you that you don't like, or they're coming at you in a way you don't like, they're not aware of it, for one. That's the detach. And they have patterns that there's emotional baggage here that they're just coming at you. Like I know some people, right off the gate, they come out very needy and just like, you know, are you going to call me tomorrow? Are you going to be there tomorrow? Can I call you tomorrow? Like they send you 50 emails or text messages before you get home. I'm just saying. And you know there's some of you out there. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Nobody likes that. They're not aware of what they're doing. They're very detached from it. To them, it's just, they really don't get. And I feel like that's hard. Like if somebody's sending you text message after text message and you're not responding, I feel like some people would be like, that's very obvious that that's not a cool thing to do. Other people are just like, well, I was just thinking this and thinking that. And I was just like making sure I got my thoughts out there. I just wanted to make sure I got everything out I was thinking. Some people really don't realize that that's extremely obnoxious. Not to be harsh, but it's. I don't know of many people who think that's a good thing. Some people are okay with it. I don't feel like the majority are. So, take it with a grain of salt. It's just how I'm interpreting it here. So this side is all into it. That side is defensive. That's how we're starting into this situation. This side who's all into it needs to be aware that the other side is not jiving with this energy. This side that's not jiving with it needs to see that there's good energy coming towards them. It's just seeing it for what it is and hopefully finding a way to work through it. Because I feel like this could become a good situation if the start is kind of balanced out afterwards. Because I'm getting here, if this isn't balanced out fairly quickly, judgment is going to be rendered by this person who's offended or feels on the defensive or possibly offended as it keeps going on. And I'm getting they will detach. They will jet right out. If you're on this side, I feel like the reason this reading is coming to you is saying this, it may be your knee-jerk reaction to just jet on this person, but a conversation may make this really go in your favor. You are rendering judgment. But for judgment to truly go in your favor, I feel like this one is actually, whoever this is actually worth your time. It's a rough spot. It starts off rough is what I'm getting, but I'm also getting this person is very devoted. They've got a lot of love. They've got a lot of security here. It's just explaining how you feel and what you do and don't like. This may be able to be worked out. I understand that a lot of people are like, well, if it doesn't start off well and it just feels wrong to begin with, maybe that's not the best thing to do. It depends why it feels wrong. Is it how things are coming towards you, or do you feel like somebody is trying to get one up on you? Do you feel like somebody's trying to use you and manipulate you? Or is just the mode of communication foreign, therefore uncomfortable? Definitely, if you feel like it's a toxic situation, you don't want to go towards this. So definitely use a grain of salt with that. But if this is something where you can at least give this person a chance, try to talk it out with them, see if they can slow down a bit. I've had situations where, I don't know how this sounds, maybe it makes me sound like a control freak, where I have told people, don't send me more than 3 texts, and if I don't respond, at least give me a day to respond before you send any more texts. Like I've put it like a limit. No more than 3 texts before I respond, and give me at least a full day before you send 1 text to see if I'm dead. Because chances are I'm not. Just saying. Because my life gets busy. I've done that before myself. I'm not, okay. You got to try to work something out yourself. I'm getting this person is worth it. That's the problem. If this can be worked out, and an honest conversation can be had, and you can just let this person know, listen, this is too intense for me. If that's your level and that's what you got to do, I'm not the one for you, because it's already under my skin. I can't do it. But if you can slow back greatly, like to a tenth of what you're already doing, like 10%, go from 100% down to 10%, like you can really slow it down that much. Maybe this is something we could try, because I feel like this person is worth it. They're just there's too much. It's too intense here. Because what I'm getting with the 4 of Pentacles is if this situation is left unchecked and you just say, you know what, this isn't for me, I'm not doing this, this doesn't change and you just jet out. That's the normal where this is going without any work on it. What they're saying, and this is why this reading may be coming to you, is like saying, try to work this out with this person. Try to break this up a little bit. Can this person be worked with? Can they be worked with? Because I'm actually also getting with the 4 of Pentacles, there's stability with this person. There's reliability, there's loyalty here. They're too intense in the beginning. I will give you that. If you're on that side and you're feeling this side's too intense. But they're loyal. They're good. It's just working it out. If you can work this part out, I feel like everything else is a lot easier, because loyalty and attraction are, I feel like, 2 key things for you. The attraction, I feel like the attraction's there, and that's not a question. It's just like, it's too intense. The loyalty is there too. Somewhere down the road, the passion this person's expressing is something you will want, just not at the level it's at right now. Now, on reverse here, if you're on this side and you're coming forward very intensely, First of all, I mean, the other person's not going to be seeing this reading, more than likely. More than likely, they're not going to be. But what I'm getting here is like, slow down, really, really, really slow down quick and apologize. Even if you don't feel like it's warranted, I might overstep my bounds a little bit and say that, like, you know, I got a little bit carried away. I sent you 50 texts in one spot. I apologize for that. I hope that's okay. If we can slow it down, if you don't mind me slowing it down greatly, I'd actually like to see if we can do something with this. And just apologizing for just getting a little bit overexcited a little bit. And whatever you want to say, just to calm this person's nerves, that they're going to have like a buffer. Because I'm feeling this other side, they don't like how you're approaching them. If you're on this side, for whatever you're doing, and more than likely you're not aware of it, you're too intense for them. Pull back. Let them breathe. Try to get them to talk to you, especially if this has already happened. Try to get them to talk to you. Hopefully this is coming to you, and I feel like a lot of you this will. You might be watching this and like, there's nobody I'm interested in right now. If you were watching this, you chose this, and there's nobody you're interested in right now, this is more than likely you on this side. It's coming. They're saying when the emotion ignites, when that passion ignites, calm down right away. You can have this, but you're going to have to hold back the passion for now. It will have its time, it will have its place, and it will be very valued. But if you come forward too strongly, you're going to sink the ship before it ever gets out of harbor. This person is going to do a snap judgment on you, so you got to be careful. So if this is coming to you beforehand, be careful. Hold it back as much as you can. If you like them, you can acknowledge you like them as minimally as possible and try to see if they'll go out with you sometime. And build from there and keep it as minimal as possible. This person does not like the intensity. It's just not their thing. Down the line, it'll serve you. Down the line, it'll be wanted and appreciated. But I feel this person is not going to be receptive to it right out the gate. It's going to take some time. It's going to have to slowly build. It's going to take a lot of control on your side if you're connecting with this side. Especially if you're like, I don't have anybody in my life. I'm not attracted to anybody right now. It's coming. They're saying just hold yourself together because this person's going to really grab you. You're going to be really taken by this one. I feel like this actually, if this goes well, I'm really hoping it goes well for the people that this connects with, especially if you're like, I don't know, I don't see anybody around me right now. If this takes hold well and you're able to keep it together, hold back, hold it down for now. It's not permanent, it's just for now. So this person can get used to you. The Eight of Wands will go in your favor. There'll be a lot of, like, look at all the stuff on this card. There's a lot of riches, there's letters, there's luck in your favor, in my opinion. A lot of good things, a lot of love. If it doesn't go well, though, and this person seems offended, they're going to jet. They're going to go on. And I'm getting you here with the Queen of Cups and the King of Coins, which don't get caught up in the gender of either of them. I'm getting this person is going to have a hold on your heart. They're going to make an impression, and you're going to want this person, and you're going to long for this person. If you really want this to happen, you got to back off right from the get-go. If this is already in a spot where you're like, well, I've already kind of jetted forward or tried to, just try to save face now. Just apologize. I got a little too excited. Can we try again? Just a lot slower. They may be open to that. I do feel like they like your passion. They just don't like it right now. That passion is such a beautiful thing. They will want it. It's just right now I don't feel like they trust it. It's just not, it's foreign to them. Right out the gate, they don't like it. It doesn't feel good to them. It's not comfortable. Down the road, they will like it. I think we're good. All right, I'm going to shut that down there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.